Hey everyone, meet Arata, whose normal day takes a magical turn when he discovers his cousin's a fake and his sister's vanished in a magical disaster. With Lilith in the Trinity 7, he's on a mission to save her and unravel the mystery. Stick around for action, friendship, and a bit of magic. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more magical adventures. The story kicks off in the midnight where Arata dreams of darkness before being startled awake by his cousin Hijiri. He accidentally touches her, but it's shrugged off until she later scolds him. They prepare for school, and Arata teases her about a drawing, leading to embarrassment. On their way, Arata notices the black sun, but Hijiri dismisses it. A woman threatens him unless he reverses a magic spell. Arata arrives at school anxious after the woman's threat. He later retreats to the roof to ponder, joined by Hijiri. Their conversation turns eerie as Arata senses something off about her. He confronts her, and she admits to being an imposter. Before they can talk further, the woman attacks, prompting a confrontation. The imposter reverses her magic, restoring the city to its ruined state. Lilith explains a magical catastrophe swallowed the city months ago, including the real Hijiri. Arata recalls Hijiri's parting gift, a grimoire to create an alternate world. Lilith, dispatched by the school to investigate, discovers Arata's magical world aimed at restoring balance. She presents Arata with an ultimatum: surrender the grimoire or face death. Arata, opting for a third option, chooses to become a Giga-Chad, aiming to keep the grimoire and live. He resolves to rescue his sister and learns from the imposter that Hijiri is alive. Opting for mage training, Arata enrolls at the Magic Academy with Lilith's guidance. In class, he impresses with his creation of a new world, sparking admiration among peers. The headmaster encourages Arata's potential, emphasizing the academy's role in training mages for global standards. They discuss the Trinity 7, a significant aspect of their mission. The headmaster advises Arata to learn from the Trinity 7, including Lilith, who feels embarrassed by her membership. Arata meets Levi, a skilled ninja, who teases Lilith before praising Arata's potential. Levi introduces two more members, Aikio and Mira, explaining that magic is traditionally associated with women due to their emotional nature. Arata, curious, notices Lilith's discomfort and she flees. That night, Arata finds his grimoire speaking for the first time, urging him to bathe. In the men's bathroom, he encounters Aaron, another member of the Trinity 7, mistaking her for a stranger. Lilith explains Aaron's presence, and Arata reflects on their similarities to Hijiri, realizing the seriousness of his quest with the Trinity 7's aid. During Lilith's class the next day, Aaron's persistent staring at Arata becomes disruptive. Arata confronts her during lunch, where she reveals she believes herself destined to be his spouse due to his candidacy for Demon Lord. Uncomfortable with the notion, Arata tries to reject her, but Aaron leaves before further discussion. Back in his dorm, he finds Selena, Levi, and Lilith waiting to interview him, starting with lighthearted questions about his favorite food, fried chicken. They share playful banter, lightening the mood until Arata requests magic lessons. Lilith, already flustered, agrees to teach him while Levi and Selena continue teasing her. Arata interrupts to inquire about his grimoire, identified as the legendary Aesol Codex, holding knowledge from another world. Lilith explains the basics of magic, emphasizing the importance of selecting a thema from the archives of the 7 deadly sins. Suddenly, a strange wormhole appears, plunging the room into darkness. Arata awakens to find himself in an awkward position with Lilith receiving a slap. Using his grimoire's light, they realize they're trapped in a game. To escape, they must use their powers to find the key. The grimoire falls asleep, leaving them in darkness until Arata convinces it to leave the lights on. They search for clues but find nothing. As Lilith, Levi, and Selena feel the urge to pee, Arata, left behind, devises a plan to coerce the grimoire into revealing the key's location. With their teamwork, they trick the grimoire and locate the key and barrier, allowing Lilith to destroy it. As they rush off to relieve themselves, the grimoire commends Arata's strategy. Arata queries the grimoire about thema, and Erin arrives to explain the concept of Atha. Arata jokes about their situation until Erin's provocative gesture prompts him to maintain decorum. The grimoire takes an interest in Arata's friend Erin, leading to a brief flirtation before Arata redirects the conversation to the Demon Lord. Interrupted by the headmaster's sudden appearance, Arata and Erin adjourn to another room. Lilith arrives, and after a teasing slap, they engage in casual conversation. Inquiring why they were locked in, Lilith learns it was the headmaster's decision, fearing Arata's presence around women might trigger another breakdown phenomenon. Determined to confront the headmaster, Lilith and Arata imprison him while continuing their conversation. Erin activates her Mega's Modi, enhancing their abilities, and Erin removes Arata's magic limiter. Unleashed, Arata's magic spirals out of control, causing a breakdown phenomenon. Lilith aims to stop him with her gun, but Erin intervenes. Aikio and Mira arrive, using their powers to counteract the phenomenon. Aikio incapacitates Arata despite efforts to prevent it. A few days later, while the headmaster works on rebuilding the school destroyed by Arata's breakdown phenomenon, the students camp out by the beachside to relax. Arata and Erin are assigned to work at the beach resort as punishment. Amidst supervising, Lilith scolds them for their actions, noting the headmaster's impressive magical skills. Selena and Levi playfully tease Arata, revealing Lilith's bikini and implying her intentions. Misinterpreting, Arata proposes to Lilith, who responds with humor before threatening him to keep silent. Understanding, Arata agrees, avoiding further embarrassment. Arata narrowly avoids Aikio's deadly kick, disappearing milliseconds before impact. Initially presumed dead, his absence from magical detection confirms he's still alive. As weaker mages begin disappearing, Arata finds himself in a dream world filled with musical notes, encountering Yue, who explains his situation. To stop the breakdown phenomenon, Arata must activate his thema, choosing from the 7 deadly sins. He decides on his thema and prepares to return to the real world, grateful for Yue's guidance. Arata pleads with the girls and Aikio's partner to let him try to stop the breakdown phenomenon. After gaining permission, he activates his Mangas mode using his grimoire and selects the rule thema from the Superbia archive, opposite to Mira's Justice thema. With his newfound power, Arata reverses the phenomenon and accidentally disrobes the girls. Awkwardness ensues as Mira and Aikio depart, leaving Arata similarly exposed. Back at the beach house, Arata boasts about his Mangas mode, eliciting a scolding from Lilith until Levi playfully intervenes. Lilith's shyness escalates as Levi fondles her, culminating in Lilith blasting a hole in the beach house. Later, Selena implores Arata to demonstrate his Mangas mode for research. Despite initial reluctance, Arata agrees, but Selena's attempt to capture the moment ends in comedic mishap as Arata inadvertently disrobes her instead. That night, Selena recounts her awkward encounter with Arata to Levi, who finds it amusing. They overhear suspicious sounds from Lilith's room and attempt to eavesdrop, only to be caught and punished. Arata reveals his quest to level up his magic to save his cousin, prompting discussion in the outdoor bath. He learns about Yue, a mage who communicates through dreams, and the missing member of the Trinity 7. They later gather at the mixed-gender bath, where Arata's comments about nudity upset Aikio, prompting them to leave. Selena suggests Arata develop a magic weapon, leading to a discussion about copying magic techniques. Arata implores Lilith to show him her gun, and to everyone's surprise, he successfully replicates it with his grimoire, revealing a unique ability to copy magic techniques. While walking with Lilith, Arata boasts about his ability to copy magic, prompting Lilith's caution. They find everyone asleep in the classroom, and Lilith investigates, discovering it's a breakdown phenomenon. The Trinity 7 convenes with the headmaster, who suggests a dubious plan thwarted by Lilith's intervention. Akio and Mira opt to handle the situation independently. Afterward, Lilith queries the headmaster about the phenomenon, learning of Yue's involvement. Descending into the dungeon, they find strange symbols, and Levi explains Yue's immense power, capable of inducing mass slumber akin to a dreamlike state, potentially rivaling even the demon lord and the headmaster. As they venture deeper into the tunnel in Mangas mode, Arata and the girls encounter shadows from another dimension, formidable adversaries resembling poorly dressed Halloween figures. Arata attempts to summon his magic gun, but mistakenly creates a hairveyor instead. Frustrated, he smashes it, inadvertently triggering a spell that disrobes the girls and temporarily weakens them. Levi, unaffected, dispatches the shadows with her ninja skills. Moving forward, they reach a dark area where Lilith is mysteriously touched, causing her distress. Urin's magic dispels the shadows, and Arata remains fixated on breasts. Levi advises him on accelerating his path to becoming a demon king. She encourages him to reach his potential quickly, eager to witness his demon transformation. As they progress to the bottom level, they encounter Aikio and Mira, leading to a confrontation. Arata questions their blame on Yue, suggesting a simpler explanation for the phenomenon. However, Aikio and Mira remain resolute in their determination to defeat the perceived enemy. Despite the girls' attempts at reconciliation, Aikio challenges Levi to a duel, which she accepts. Levi summons a typhoon, distracting Arata, and amusingly leading to a panty peek. Lilith capitalizes on the distraction to whisk Arata away towards the dungeon. Inside, they discover Yue bound to a dragon, whose magic interacts with Arata's, causing him to manifest black demon wings and defeat the dragon. When the dragon attacks, Eren shields Arata, prompting Lilith to weaken it with her blaster gun. Mira and Aikio arrive, and with a common foe in the dragon, they form a temporary truce to combat it together. Levi guides Arata on retracting his demon wings and emphasizes the importance of the battle in his quest to find his sister. Motivated, Arata asks Levi to teach him to use his gun effectively. Levi provides pointers before leaving him in Lilith's care to learn magical construction, while the others engage in combat. Under Lilith's guidance, Arata learns alchemy to create materials. With the knowledge gained, he commands his grimoire to prepare for crafting the ultimate gun to defeat the dragon. Levi interrupts the fight to grant Arata magical assistance and a final lesson before he creates the gun himself. Armed with the newly crafted weapon, Arata charges at the dragon and delivers a decisive shot and ends up vanquishing it.